Okay, let's just start with a number. 73 billion. Just let that sink in for a second. According to Oracle, that's how many Java virtual machines are running across the globe right now. It's a number so big it's kind of hard to even wrap your head around, right? It's powering everything from massive data centers all the way down to the phone that's probably in your pocket.
So you got to ask the big question, the one we're going to tackle in this explainer. How on earth did one single programming language get this big? Okay, let's dig in and find out. The story actually starts more than 30 years ago with a pretty revolutionary promise.
So first up, Java's revolutionary promise. We're going to rewind the clock here, because to really get why Java took off like a rocket, you have to understand the kind of messy, fragmented world it was born into. Just look at this timeline for a minute. It all started way back in 1991 as a thing called Project Oak over at Sun Microsystems. Then in 95, the first public version, Java 1.0, officially dropped. Now, fast forward, and here we are, talking about the release of Java 25. That is 3 solid decades of staying relevant and constantly evolving. Pretty incredible. And this was the big idea, the killer slogan that changed everything. Write once, run anywhere. Now, it might sound simple to us today, but back then, this was a total revolution. Before Java, if you wanted your app to work on a Mac, and on a Windows PC, and on a Linux machine, well, you had to build completely different versions for each one. It was a nightmare. Java came along and basically said, nope, we're done with all that.
So how are they going to pull this off? Well, they had this 5-point game plan. And yeah, making it simple and secure, all that was super important, for sure. But the real secret sauce, the one thing that made it all possible, was number 3 right there, being architecture neutral and portable. That was the key that unlocked that run anywhere promise.
Okay, so now for the fun part, the magic behind Java. Let's pull back the curtain and see how this whole run anywhere thing actually works in the real world. It's really clever.
And the answer is this brilliant piece of tech, the Java Virtual Machine, or JVM for short. The absolute best way to think about it is like a universal translator. It's basically a little virtual computer that lives inside your actual computer. So your Java code isn't talking directly to Windows or Mac OS. Nope, it's just talking to the JVM. And there's a special JVM that's been custom built for every single operating system out there.
This really shows you the night and day difference. On the left, the old way, it's a total mess, right? You're juggling all these different versions of your code. But the Java way is just so much cleaner. You write your code one time, it gets compiled into this universal format called bytecode, and then that one single file can run on any machine in the world, as long as it has a JVM. That wasn't just an improvement, it was a whole new ballgame.
But you know, the story doesn't just stop with the language itself. A huge part of Java's success comes from the massive, sprawling universe of tools and technologies that grew up right alongside it.
The creators figured out pretty early on that one size does not fit all. So they created different flavors of Java. You've got the Standard Edition, or SE, for your everyday desktops and servers. Then there's the big one, the Enterprise Edition. Now it's called Jakarta EE, for those huge, complex business applications. They even made a tiny version, the Micro Edition, for small gadgets. And get this, there's even Java Card, which is so small it runs on the chip inside your credit card. How wild is that?
And beyond that, this whole universe of frameworks just exploded. You can think of frameworks like these giant toolkits of pre-written code that make a developer's job way, way easier. So if you want to build a website, you grab Spring. Need to process massive amounts of data, you've got Hadoop and Spark. Whatever you're trying to build, odds are there's a powerful Java framework out there to help you do it faster and better.
And then there's the really big one. Java is the language of Android. Yep, the language used to write the apps on literally billions of smartphones all over the world. At its heart, that's Java. It's probably the single biggest reason why Java is still such a dominant force today. You're probably holding a Java-powered device right now.
Which brings us to today, and Java's enduring future. So you might be thinking, okay, it's been around for 30 years. Is it a dinosaur? Well, let's just say the reports of its death have been greatly exaggerated. In fact, it's evolving faster now than ever before.
I mean, seriously, Java 25 is here. This isn't some old language that's just being kept on life support. It's getting major, stable updates, these long-term support releases, like clockwork, on a predictable schedule. That shows a real, serious commitment to its future.
So what's next? Some really cool stuff is on the horizon. There's Project Loom, which is designed to make it super efficient for one app to handle thousands, even millions of users at once. Perfect for the modern web. Then you've got Project Layton, which is all about making Java apps faster and leaner. And maybe the most telling thing of all, it's consistently ranked as the #1 language for building modern apps in the cloud. That puts it right at the heart of AI and the whole future of tech.
Which leaves us with this one last kind of fascinating question. Java started with this simple idea of write once, run anywhere. Now it's powering the cloud. It's at the center of AI. It's running on our phones. It is just constantly adapted. So when you look at all that innovation and its incredible staying power, you really have to wonder, after 30 years, is Java just getting warmed up?